My son competed against someone 50 pounds heavier than him. I'll be posting those videos next. Special thanks to Core Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Danbury, Connecticut. Come down for a free lesson.
I never wrestled, not once in my life.
I'm going to give it to my son in the white gi to share his commentary on his experience in our first tournament.
I really do like to play guard because I think it's extremely easy. I'm trying to keep my knee in front of his chest right here. He's 5'8". Obviously outweighs me by 50 pounds. He's definitely stronger than me. I'm trying to stay fast on my back, spinning around. He almost gets points right there. I don't know if I pass him. I do. I get 2 points right here. You can see the ref throwing it up. That's the same sign for pause. So I think it's pause. I think we're out of bounds. I get distracted and he gets guard. I'll remember that next time in my next tournament. He rolls me over from brute strength. He tries to pull my legs apart. I can just counter it. I have him in half guard, which doesn't let him have the points, which is kind of a cheat code. He keeps trying to jump over me, which would be better if he just used his weight to his advantage and pressured into me and then moved my knees. I think it's all about switching from the scissor sweep position to butterfly, so then you have full coverage of their upper half. He almost passes me right here. I think he eventually does. No, he doesn't. I'm squeezing really hard. You can see my legs straightening. You can see my calves flexing right there. I'm using my entire will to keep my feet locked. Yeah, right there I break. What he's doing is he's not on his toes and he's kind of shuffling instead of pressing and driving, which I think is one of the factors that ultimately decided the victory. Just like boxing, footwork is very important. He pressures a little on my neck there. I don't know the legality of that because they say we're not allowed to do that at the gym or the school. I go for his neck, right? I'm standing back up. I just need a break from him on top of me. We go. I need him to stop engaging so I can bring him to the ground without losing points. Because it counts as a sweep. If he pulls me down and then I pull guard, it's still technically me falling. I swing him down. Yeah, it's really easy. You just have to spin, and then you have the momentum for a sweep, which I did miss.
30 seconds!
I'm just trying to work a better position right here. You can see me trying to move. I go for the sweep right here. It's very uncounterable. It's kind of like the candlestick position. Grab both ankles and push on their hips because they can't balance themselves after that. He completely flips me over right there. I almost lost points, but I got back up as fast as I could. There's 2 seconds left. I try to jump over him, but I can't. Boom, time's over. I almost had it right there.
I told my son, who was very disappointed, he did a great job, and he really did work hard for it, so I still think he did a great job. He gets another opportunity to try to redeem himself. Again, it's the best 2 out of 3, so second round coming up.
This is now round 2. I'm not trying to let him grab my lapel, which is the collar area. I swing down. I don't lose any points because he did not engage. Right now, Jimmy is telling him to pressure down. which he kind of does right here. I'm really straightening my legs so you can see my ankles flexing right here. I'm using all my strength right there. Kind of difficult. I go for Kimura right here. I missed the guard take, or not the guard take, but the back take. I almost got him in his Z-kill there.
As soon as your bracket ends, please
I keep just trying to grab any limb that I could see. Anything that, any joint that's like exposed. His arm is pretty low, so I go for Kimura. But his hand does get stuck on my left thigh, so I couldn't fully push it and twist. You can see his left arm on my back, under my neck, which is kind of holding me in place. He's trying to push my right knee out of the way, just making it kind of difficult for me to control him with my legs. Although I just keep my knee in front of him, mostly across his chest. He tries to like jump over me right here. It's pretty difficult because I'm trying to bring my knees to my chest, but it's, you know, he has 50 pounds on me, so it's kind of difficult. And he uses that to his advantage. I go for another Kimura on the other arm. I just keep switching. Eventually I get pretty tired and I just go for a cross collar. I'm not sure it's gonna tap him, but it's the last thing I have. And I couldn't do the one where you whip around the whole lapel and then bring your arm around their head. I think I do get the tap right here. I was actually holding for a while. I felt after this choke that my wrists were like hurting, which doesn't mean I was doing it properly. I let go as fast as possible because I don't want to get DQ'd. I win. I am very happy here. Super excited. Jimmy says something to me like, good job, I dap up the kid right there. I'm trying to keep the positive energy. You know, everyone wants to feel heard.
Third and final round.
Right here, he says Kambachi. I just keep switching my stance right here. I need him to not stay engaged so I can get as many points as possible. He keeps reaching for my right arm. As you can see, he's not gonna drag me because I don't have my right arm extended until now, but I have a full grip on his left bicep. I pull him down without any points lost. I go and sweep, ankle grab. I go into almost mount. He lifts me up fully after rolling. I have to keep my balance and straighten my legs. He is not on his toes right here, which he could have bumped me right here because my base and my posts aren't fully stable. He's a little sideways, so this position isn't great for him. I go into mounts. I think I get 3 points here, maybe 4 points. But he still has his legs around one of my legs. I almost get DQ'd here because of the back of the neck pressure, which is not something that's legal. I just walk over his legs. I think we were both kind of tired and worn out at this moment because it's the third round with only 5-minute breaks. Although I do think we did get a 10-minute break between round 2 and round 3. I'm trying to stay as heavy as possible without him bumping me or getting rid of my posts. I'm just trying to hold on to him rather than keep my hands on the floor. I'm trying not to do the same mistake that I did that almost got me DQ'd. We go out of bounds right around here. As you can see, since it's a stable position, you can call it. We go back into the center. I think that I'm the culprit of bringing him out of bounds, so I think I get a reducted position and I go into side control, but he says no, it's not. Jimmy is saying half guard, but it wasn't half guard. He almost bumps me here. I think he does fully bump me. No, it does not. I'm going for armbar right here, although my S mount is a little faulty and my leg doesn't fully make it over his head. I went a little early. He has the underhook on me, but I close guard as fast as possible. We're about to go out of bounds here, so I'm kind of shuffling to my left, kind of making us rotate. I'm trying to bring my knees to my chest and go for another Kimar, but he has his arm on my neck and his wrist. I almost tapped here. I don't know the legality of that. You know, pressure on the front of the neck with the elbow. I almost tapped here. I wasn't really realizing it because of the adrenaline. He kind of had me in like a half paper cutter here, but he didn't grab the lapel so good. I'm just making sure he doesn't move by keeping my legs trapped. My ankles and my wrists are like completely worn out because I'm using them as hard as I can. Yeah, he's just shuffling and pushing my legs apart. My leg was stretched out there, or my arm was stretched out there for a second. He could have maybe submitted me. I'm trying to hip sweep him over, which isn't like a great technique, but it does work in some situations, especially when people are tired. I get points here. I'm looking at the scoreboard.
10 seconds!
I have to freeze frame to the most hilarious moment when my son lets go to give me a thumbs up.
My dad said 10 seconds. I had a thumbs up. Everyone wants to be heard. It kind of suck if it looked like he didn't think that he heard me. But
No, I would have been fine. I was looking at the scoreboard.
I win. I'm really happy. I'm saying, hey, can I fix my gi before I show everyone? Score is 18-0. I'm very happy.
Definitely redeemed yourself on that one.
Yeah. Very happy. The ref actually makes us hug. He brings us together. You see my aunt smiling.
Did have some fans in a crowd. And then you just walk away into the sunset.
No, I'm so lost at that moment. I don't know where to go.
It was an exciting experience. Thanks again to Core Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for the skill set we developed.